LD Travels coming back with a new video today. I'm actually checking out another video from DatingWright today, and something that was really cool. Did a reaction to one of his videos the other day, and he actually commented on the video. So that was really cool for a small little channel like ours. And just checking out this video today. Passport Bro Haters says foreign women are contributing to the racism against black women. Okay then, I know this is going to annoy me, so I may stop this quite a few times, so I do apologise in advance, but thank you all for joining us today, and let's jump right in.
And talking about, I got your man. Girl, those girls, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to be gone in 24 weeks, if not 3 months, because guess what? They're going to realize that those guys were discarded and unwanted for a reason. Let these girls get their bag and embarrass themselves, because they know, trust me, they know they're contributing to the prejudice and the racism of black women. They know. But this.
So I've had to pause it already. Oh my god. I don't know what planet she woke up on this morning when she created this video, but how has she got to racism when she's assumed that a small amount of East Asian women do that, but it's not just them. Ukraine women do it, Russian women do it, and they just marry for the wealth or for there's an ulterior motive. But in the most part, the majority of people that do find love abroad in like East Asian countries, they're treated like kings. And I'm not being funny, like she is so mentally challenged in how she's come to that degree of it's racism. It's like, no, not everything's racism, love. It really isn't. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's the kind of wokeness that she would deem being a traditional wife equals slave. And it's just like, no, it doesn't. And it just boggles my mind how these women think that being a traditional wife is a slave. Please comment down below what your thoughts are on these women, because they're just outright disgusting. But we'll continue.
They'll see. Because once people find out that it was them talking all that shit.
Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, I'm going to be discussing another lady who just couldn't resist saying something about the passport men just to get clicks and views. Now, we all know these ladies are making these videos just because passport men are trending, so they're definitely doing it for attention seeking, and you know I'm here for it. So, and I can see the comments down below. You guys are kind of tired of the negativity surrounding it. You don't think we should pay these people any mind. I'm definitely going to give them the attention that they are seeking because I'm a content creator. I need something to talk about. And I notice a lot of you guys are saying, you know, let's talk about the positive women that got things to say. If you guys see anything positive about women talking about passport men, please send it to me via email. I would love to speak on women having positive things to say about passport men, but we don't see any of that out there now, do we? So I got a couple clips here to show you guys of some more ratchet foolishness that are coming out of these women's mouths, and you know I'm here for it. So we definitely gonna break it down, but before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment down below. I'm not gonna waste no more of your time. Let's get into it.
For some reason, there's been an influx of passport bro content on my FYP, and I sincerely hope that those ding-dongs go wherever they go and meet up with green card girlies who take them to the cleaners. Their whole voice.
I'm not being funny. What the hell is a green card girly, bro? I feel like every time I watch one of these videos that one of my brain cells die just by the sheer just unbelievable I don't even know, there's no word to describe this train of thought. It's just unreal that it just boggles my mind to the point I can't even think of a word to describe how stupid they sound. And I wonder, do they actually listen to themselves when they talk and make these videos? Let us know what you think, guys, because this is just unreal. and not all women in East Asia are just after money.
Wage to find a woman overseas is to find someone to subjugate, someone who doesn't talk back, cooks and cleans, as pretty much of service. It's never about finding a deep connection, a friendship, a bond.
Sorry, I keep pausing, and like this video's I've only got in 2 minutes and 16 seconds, and it's not about subjugation. You are an absolute moron if that's what you genuinely think. And men are after a traditional wife that will be there for them when they're sick, when they need that shoulder, not necessarily to cry on, but they need that moral support when they're feeling at their worst and like everything's getting to them and they need that support, and they need that person there that it's their go-to when stuff's getting out of control and they feel like they're spiraling out of control. These women aren't going to give men that because they seem to think they're the boss, and all that sort of attitude, and it's just absolutely abhorrent.
It's about a slave. Every one of these passport bros are men that none of us want here. Not a single one. I sincerely hope that the minute that those girls get here and they get their green card, they turn into Houdini and disappear. And that's what a lot of these dudes don't understand. These girls are in it for the bag. They don't like you. They don't want you.
Now you see that? Right off the bat, she opened this up with insults. She opened this up calling men green card girlies. These are the same women who don't want black men saying anything about them as we go. I mean, I tell you, these women in America, they act like it is truly a crime or a sin to cook and clean for your husband. A man can be doing everything right, but these women just feel like it's just something beneath them to cook and clean for a man. Now, if they had kids in the home, they will be cooking and cleaning behind the kids anyway. So what's the big deal when you get a man and it becomes this major issue that this man just wants a homemaker who will take care of his castle? Yeah, that's what all men want.
Now I'm the bad guy.
9 times out of 10, you are not getting these men in their prime. And the reason why this garbage started in the first place is because these passport bros went around and said, oh, look at this other group of women. They're so much better than you. And that will naturally put anyone on the...
Sorry, I will have to pause it just there. She literally just admitted to the reason to why us men have gone abroad, because the women abroad in East Asian countries 95% of the time are a country mile better than these abhorrent, disgraceful pieces of flesh that call themselves women. And I don't understand the hate. These women, well, from my personal experience, I'll talk about my fiance, but I can say for the point of proving a point. She has never once asked for money, ever. Whenever I've offered to buy her things or treat her to things, she will 9 times out of 10 refuse it and be worrying about my money situation and my budget and everything else. She never asks for anything. She never demands anything. And all she expects is to be treated like an equal, to be loved, to be cared for, to be given attention, and just to sort of be there for her when she's at her worst. And just the look on that woman's face, it just makes me angry. It really, really does, because no offense, love, that you're not anything special. I wouldn't go anywhere near you, and to be honest, I'm not the most best looking guy in the world either, but my Filipino treats me like a king, so you're gonna become a very lonely cat lady, mate.
Defense. 15 years ago, when my grandma was about 75, she was talking about how some guy at the senior center proposed to her. But he didn't have enough money, so she turned him down. If my grandmother can get a man, then...
That literally proves my point. You're hypocrites. I'm sorry, I keep pausing. But literally, a 75-year-old woman had a man, a gentleman in the that she was in, asked her to marry him, and she turned him down because he wasn't rich. These girls are so disingenuous with their supposed passport bro thing, and they're just jealous because guys ain't giving them attention and they're going elsewhere and they don't want nothing to do with you. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know what else there is really left to say on that. Western women just aren't the way to go, bro. They really aren't.
Why do you feel so high and mighty that you can get one too? If these men treat women from their own tribe like garbage, what makes you think that you will fare?
Sorry, just a quick jump back in. Like, I'm not being funny. Like, popcorn and the kettle black, love, because from my personal experience, I've not had one Western class woman that's not lied, that's not cheated, that's not used, that's not abused me in some way, and hasn't just been out for my money. And you're literally the kind of person that you probably wouldn't look at someone twice unless they were a multi-millionaire. So you're gonna be lonely, love.
Fare any better. They're pitting women against each other, and if you were as smart as you claim to be, you would see it and not fuel it.
What was she talking about? Why did she bring her grandmother into that to expose her grandmother as being an old gold digger? Jesus, man, I tell you, these American men, they can't even win in the senior citizens home. That's why I'm so glad I see a lot of older men in Thailand, and they are with legally aged younger women. Like, man, these guys are living their best life. I get it. You can't get no love in the States from this lady's here grandmother, apparently, you know. And I don't know why her grandmother is capping. They say them senior citizen places, they be getting it in around there. They got all kind of diseases going around the senior citizens home. Guys, you see how they trying to blame us for that too? They trying to blame us that we got them fighting with other women. No, we don't. Women got online insulting these women. It was them. It was the women that started this. We had nothing to do with that. So no.
Women getting upset about these foreign women talking about, I got your man. Girl, those girls, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to be gone in 24 weeks, if not 3 months. Because guess what? They're going to realize that those guys were discarded and unwanted for a reason. Let these girls get their bag and embarrass themselves, because they know, trust me, they know they're contributing to the prejudice and the racism of black women. They know. But they'll see. Because once people find out that it was them talking all that shit and they're over here, and then they're over here on the struggle bus trying to figure out how to get it together, we're not going to be there for them. Let them do the struggle thing. And listen, these chicks are smarter than what you think. They probably, as soon as they get that visa, they're going to get with some Brad or some dude that is their race, their culture. They're going to get with that guy. They're going to forget all about Terillion and Latravius. Trust me.
Man, these women kill me. At first, they was trying to blame black men for causing a rift between foreign women and U.S. women. This delusional lady is going as far as to blaming the foreign women for starting stuff with them when they didn't even say anything. But this is how Western modern women love to change the narrative. They will dodge accountability in a flash. She know good and well. I was going to be like, she probably don't know what's been going on. She know what's been going on. Those women ain't say one word about black women at all. The world finally gets to see why these men left these women.
Like, they'll tell you this, just don't put us down when you do it. Okay, cool. I submit to you, Big Sean. I submit to you, Jay Ellis. I submit to you, Jonathan Major. I submit to you, Michael B. Jordan, Amari Hardrick, Childish Gambino. None of these guys are saying. They didn't say anything.
Oh, that's a good point.
They didn't say anything. What did they say?
Oh, put Jordan Peele in there too.
Jordan Peele. Yeah. He giving like with Childish Gambino and Jordan Peele in particular. When they got money, the first thing they did was put black women on. That's the first thing they did. Yeah. They did that immediately. What did they say? Jay Ellis, he literally just put up a picture of him and his wife, the mother of his kids, getting married. He had to shut down this comment section. Meanwhile, we ain't said nothing about Serena. I can't even muster up enough energy to care about Serena being with that white man.
Right.
I can't. I don't care about Gabrielle Sidibe. I don't care about, you know what I'm saying, Eve. Nobody even talk about Eve.
Now, of course, a lot of these women are seeking attention, but I think a lot of these women are finally getting terrified. It truly is a case of you can see all kind of panic settling in on a lot of women as far as coming to the terms of they know they have driven away the good men that they wanted to rely on later on when they settle down. They know they don't messed it up so bad that they can't even fix it. It has gotten so far gone that they know they can't do a thing about it to get these men back. These men are gone and they not coming back. But that's all I got in this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and definitely drop a comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys think about this one. Thanks for watching to the end. I will see you in the next video.
Yeah, no, that's another really good video by DatingWright again. And just, my mind is just well and truly 100% boggled at the amount of hypocrisy coming off these women, how dishonest they are, and trying to blame these foreign women for supposed racism when these girls from the Philippines, from Thailand, from East Asia have started to strike back because they're sick and tired of these Western women speaking absolutely abhorrently and saying all these disgusting, horrible things about these women, that they're starting to defend themselves and they're not frightened to defend themselves. And not all these women in East Asia are just after a green card, mate. And just the fact that these women just, I don't even know what to call it. It's some kind of mental disorder. It's got to be, because they're just literally all coming out with the same stuff, just maybe worded slightly differently. And then there was that one woman, that a 75-year-old grandmother wouldn't give someone the time of day because he wasn't rich. It's like, what in the monkeys is that? And unfortunately, that's what majority of Western women are like. If you haven't got the bank, they don't want nothing to do with you. And they're just all getting salty, extremely salty, because the good men are leaving in their droves, finding a wife that treats them like a king, and they just can't handle it because they've started to realise that the pool of good men is just getting smaller, 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 and smaller, and smaller, to the point that it's just not going to be there anymore. And you're just going to have the trash, as they call it, left. And then it's just going to be a looping cycle of them complaining. This current day and age of people where they have this such victim mentality. I just don't understand it. That, because black men and white men are going abroad finding wives in like Thailand, Philippines, and wherever else out in East Asia, and they just can't handle it. And it does stress me out to the point, because not all East Asian women like that, and how they are so degrading, and how they refer to them as like, just because they're living in a technically a third world country, that they can't speak English and they're not educated, and they're just really, they're all really poor, and they're just desperate, and they just want money to get out of this poor life that they have, and all this sort of stuff. If they actually did their research, they would learn. Because I actually saw in a previous video, it might have actually been one of DatingWright's one that I saw off camera, that basically this guy was saying that that the Philippines is 18th in the world for its proficiency in speaking English, because when they take classes at school, 95% of everything is in English. They have to speak in English. Their textbooks, all their stuff they need for their lessons are in English. Their exam papers are in English. They write in English. They read in English. They speak it. How much more English do you want to get? Because as far as I'm aware, it's probably one of the biggest countries in East Asia, barring China, that can speak English to some degree. And it's just, It's like when I was last the first time I was in the Philippines, and this had shocked me a bit because I knew they did speak English, but not to the degree that they actually do. So I just popped into a 7-Eleven not far from where I was staying in Tacloban City, and as soon as I walked through the door, there was two guys behind the counter, and there was one guy putting something out on a shelf. All three turned round, and both were, "Hello, sir. How are you?" in English. And it's just so abhorrent that they are so demeaning to the people of the Philippines, because so many of them work so goddamn hard for every last peso they can get hold of to put food on the table, to make sure that they've got electricity and they've got everything to survive. These Western women would not survive in the Philippines. They just wouldn't. Not even close. And they'll just go back crying and just find some rich guy to basically pay for a life that they don't deserve. But I think we'll end it there. And just a mad shout out to DatingWright. Thanks for dropping a comment on our video, one of our first video reactions to yours. Keep up the great content, my brother, and I'll be definitely be watching some more. And just everyone, just let us know what you think about this whole like passport bro sort of movement, and if you agree with these women. I don't know why you would, but just in case you do, or if you don't, just drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you think, and we can get a little discussion going and everything like that. So be sure to drop us a like on the video, share the video around. I'll have one of our most recent videos just to the left and a playlist just to the right, and it would be really awesome if you could check out our last video, which was our video because we just hit over 200, and we're now actually at 220 subs now, so creeping towards 300. So that's another little milestone that would be really awesome if we could push towards that. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button, tap the bell icon so you don't miss a video. And just one thing lastly, be sure to go over to DatingWright channel and show your support, drop in some likes, give me a sub and show your support. So that'll be awesome, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.